What's up? What's up? Welcome to another episode of From the Mind of Bo. It's me once again, back on here again to provoke your thoughts and maybe make you laugh. We need laughter, people. Um, we are in a time right now where laughter is paramount. Uh, sometimes in life, you have things happen to you. Um, in the moment, they're not really funny, but sometimes things happen, then years later you can actually look back on it and laugh about it. You don't think in the moment it's gonna be funny, but a lot of times, unless it was some real serious life changing for the bad reason type stuff, you'll be like, I don't know if I'm ever laugh about this. But laughter is medicine. So we're gonna do stories and stuff. Stories and stuff, just me sharing interesting things that have happened to me or that I have been privy to know about. Yeah, I've had some funny stuff happen to me. I ain't said I had the most entertaining life or I had some exciting life where, I got stories for days, but I have some funny, interesting stories. Um, I can remember, honestly, I must have been a junior or a senior in high school, somewhere between junior and senior in high school. And I had a girlfriend that lived really, really far away. Lived in the state I live in. I live in Georgia. She just lived really far away from where I lived. I live in Metro Atlanta. She lived like out in the country. Um, I had my own car. My car was older though, not like old, but my car was like my grandmother gave me a car when she stopped driving. I was blessed. My grandmother gave me her car, and she hardly ever drove it. So it's almost like a new car. I just needed a little work done to the computer system because she never drove it after a while, and the computer system went bad. But nevertheless, um, damn near like a new car. But if I was gonna go somewhere like super far out, moms wasn't really cool with me driving my car out because, a little bit older, you just don't know. She felt more comfortable me driving her car because her car was a little bit newer. So I was like, cool, I used to drive her car all the time, no thing. So I went to go see, and my mom had, first of all, my mom had one of them big ass Tars. So if everybody remember the old Tars, the big ass body style, not the little new compact ones, they started making them smaller. No, she had that first big one like a goddamn police car. She had that one. So she drove it, and a lot of people didn't like that car because they said it was big. I love that car. It was big, but that mug drove real light. So I didn't mind driving her car. I drove a Corsica, which was a little bit smaller. But drove a car. She's like, all right, if you're going to go that far out, drive my car just so you don't have no problem. Mom didn't go nowhere, so her car sat there a lot of times. We don't think me to drive it. So I drove it. Go out there with my homeboys. Because I'm going far, I say, oh man, I'm going out here to see my girl. You want to roll with me? He like, cool. So we head out there. It's about, man, that had to be like an hour and some change from my house. It was a good little drive out to the country. So we get out there, hanging out with my girl and some of her family members, my homeboy, we all tripping, life good. I'm a grown ass man almost, no stress in my life, typical teenage shit. So the way their houses were made in the country, if nobody ever been to the country, this a lot of times is the way a lot of houses that are made in certain areas. So you have your property, and then you have a drainage ditch, which is kind of a storm drain. Anybody ever seen this? Like when you see right at the curve of a house, you see a drain doing that thing right there, like a little damn slide or something. I don't even know how to describe it, but you know what I'm talking about if you've seen one. So it's a drainage ditch. So the driveways used to run over the drainage ditch. So the driveways were actually made in the middle of the drainage ditch. So wherever your house was, that's where your driveway was. And then you had drainage ditch till you got to the next driveway. So I say also say, if you lived in the city and you never experienced one of these, you'll see some of that stuff even in the city. So let me even tell you that shit don't exist in the city because I've seen houses. I live not far from Fayetteville. Some houses over here got them kind of driveways. So it ain't just a country thing. It's something that you just don't see a lot of in your metro areas. But nevertheless, so we out here, tripping out. We out in front of her house playing, acting stupid. It's starting to get later. I told my mom I'd be back. My mom would trip, but I ain't want to be out late getting back. 'Cause like I said, we deep off in the country. We was deep, like deep, like wasn't no fucking Walmart like in driving this. You had to take your ass down the road to get to a Walmart. You know how Walmart's is kind of like everywhere now, or like McDonald's. No, you had to take your ass for a ride to go get a damn Big Mac. So didn't want to be out too late because driving shit in the country, that ain't shit. That shit ain't like driving the city. Nowadays it is because they cutting so much damn wildlife down. But driving the country back then, fucking deers just goddamn, you will mess your car up if you driving fast at night. And you don't know how to deal with deers just running across the road. That's what you might be contending with. So I was like, I ain't trying to be out super late. So I decide, all right, we finna go. I don't know what exactly the hell I was doing. I probably was doing something stupid, acting crazy, who knows? But I start backing the car up like I'm finna back out the driveway. I don't know what happened exactly because this was a long time ago. Like I said, I was between 17 and 18, so the shit is fuzzy. I know what happened. I just don't remember all the details because at the time, that shit was stressing me out. So I'm backing the car out the driveway. Either to pull it out like I'm gonna leave or just move it out the way. I don't know what I was doing. I think somebody might have came over and I needed to move the car. I don't dare remember. I think her mom might have came over and I moved the car so she could pull the car in park. I'm backing the car out. And again, you ain't got nothing but a narrow strip of gravel laid kind of foundation, and then the shit falls off to a ditch. So I'm backing up. And some kind of damn way, the back driver's tire goes off the goddamn driveway. So, if you can imagine, I'm in my mom's car, a Taurus that wasn't that damn old. Now, granted, it ain't no damn luxury car. This shit is still my mom's car, and I just basically flipped this thing up inside a ditch. So the car is sitting like this. So this the back of the car, well, like that kind of. This the back of the car. This the front passenger wheel. So the front passenger wheel is up in the air. It's not even on the ground. So the first thing my dumb ass tries to do is go put the car in drive and pull the hell up to get off the hole. Yeah, that's not gonna happen because I don't have a whole corner of the car on the ground. So my boy and my girl and her cousins or whoever the hell's out there proceeds to start laughing at this shit like it's the funniest shit in the world. I guess when you see somebody going through something that it ain't your ass on the line, the shit is kind of funny. I didn't find it funny. I'm thinking, okay, I know I'm just like really overanalyzing the situation. This car ain't stuck in this ditch. There's a way to get this car out that I can do by myself, and I can do it fairly quickly. So I tried every damn thing. I tried to back the shit up more. No, we wasn't going nowhere. I tried to, again, go forward. I tried to turn the wheels to see if I wasn't going nowhere. I proceed to start thinking, maybe I should just not go home. Like, leave the car, go assume a new identity, go join the damn military, and just don't ever go back home. Because I'm thinking my ass is gone right now because my mom's car is in this ditch. Now, I'm not even on the subject of any damage to the car. So you got to understand, I'm just trying to figure out how to get the car in the ditch. Damage is like secondary. I ain't even really conceive the idea of what kind of damage is going on. I was sitting there trying to just get the car out the ditch, and then we can figure out the damage later because I can come up with some reason what the damage is about. I just need to get the car back home. So again, they ain't helping me. My boy's trying to help me though. He was trying to help me. He's like, "Hey man, okay, I'm gonna sit on the front that's up, and I'm gonna try to push it down." He's talking about pushing the front down on the ground. I'm thinking, is my boy thinking damn Incredible Hulk? He's trying to push the front end of a car down that's up in the air like that. I'm like, at that point, I'm willing to try anything though. And again, this is the funniest shit in the world to them. It ain't nothing but comic relief going on right now in this damn driveway. And I'm starting to get really, really, really scared because this car is not getting out this ditch. My girl, she was saying something about I don't know what she was suggested. It wasn't working, or it didn't seem like it would be something that would actually happen or be able to work. So I'm thinking, if you ain't part of the goddamn solution, you part of the problem. So stop talking to me right now. But again, it's all because I wasn't trying to be mean, y'all. I wasn't trying to be mean. But you gotta understand, I'm stressed out right now. I'm stressed out right now. I'm trying to figure out how the hell I'm get this car in this ditch, because I can't have this conversation with my mom. My mom is the sweetest lady in the world, but I don't want to have this conversation with her. So I'm sitting there like, okay, gotta be an easy way to get the car in this. So shit, I don't know how this end up happening, but my girl's cousins, I don't know, they like pushed the car enough for me to get it enough of the damn traction to get out the ditch, or somebody, I don't think nobody pulled out, or they got behind me and pushed the car like with their car. I think they pushed me up some so I could get up the other side of the embankment and then be flat. I don't know how the fuck that happened. All I know is I got out, looked at that car, it was no damage to it, and I was having church all by myself right there in the country in the driveway. It wasn't nothing but the Holy Ghost power that took care of that one, because I don't really understand how I did not have a fucking heart attack that day. Because if y'all could have seen how this car, I'm not doing you justice by. So you know how I'm gonna give you. So you know how when a car has switches on it back in the day when dudes used to put hydraulics on car and they had three-wheel motion where one of the front wheels be up. That's how the car looked. So you got, and again, that's if you got a car on flat ground. The back driver tire is in the ditch, so it's not on the ground. It's in the ditch, but it's not able to grab nothing. That's why I just couldn't pull the hell out. So, for the love of God, some kind of way we got that car in that ditch. And to this day, I never told my mom that story. I never told my mom the story. What was the purpose of telling the story? The car, nothing. The car didn't drive no different. There was no damage. Amazingly, wasn't no scratches. Nothing. Car didn't have a funny feel. Nothing. God loved babies and fools, I guess, because that day it wasn't nothing wrong with that car, even though that shit was in the ditch for about damn an hour and 30 minutes. But that shit had me stressed. These motherfuckers over here, they were laughing their ass off. And they probably, if they still think about that shit probably even funnier today. I didn't find the joy of that shit till after I got home and the car was safe inside in the garage. That's when the shit was like, huh, that shit was funny. And not about 2 hours ago, it wasn't. 2 hours ago, I was ready to go assume a new goddamn identity, goddamn join the Navy or some shit, and just move on my life. Like, hey man, what your mama do? I ain't talking to my mama since I was 17. I fucked her car up in a ditch and I never went back home. But that was some scary shit. That was some real scary shit. And I have a lot of weird stories about vehicles. So the next memory I have, now this one here, this was probably even more nerve-wracking than the mom's car story, just because of the vehicle I'm talking about. So I had a 03 Explorer, black 03 Explorer. Love that truck. When I got it, I've been waiting to get a 4-door SUV for years. I had a 2-door one, the 2-door sport one, but when I got that 4-door one, you couldn't tell me nothing. So I put money into fixing it up. Had rims on it. I had two 12-inch speakers in the back. I had the box carpeted to match the interior of my car. I put this like wood grain kit in there. I mean, I blacked out the head and tail lights. It was nice. I put a little love into it. So all the more reason why, if anything happened to that damn truck, that shit would probably hurt. So one day, I'm going in Walmart. And of course, Walmart has two entrances. So I know exactly what I'm going for. And I'm just trying to, it's like 6:30, maybe 7 o'clock in the evening. And this is when it gets dark at like 5 or so. So it's already dark when I pull in the parking lot. I'm going to get one thing and one thing in particular. And I know exactly where it is. So I pull in Walmart and just park wherever I can park quickly. I usually park toward the back because the people in toward the front, they be acting crazy in Walmart. Like they park the car crooked. They don't give a damn. They throw the door on your shit. So I kind of park toward past middle, more to the back of the parking lot part. Or the end of the road, not all the way up front where the crosswalk is. So park my truck, jump out, lock it, go in the store, find what I need, pay for it, come out. So I come out and everybody got the little panic thing on your keychain if you got newer cars where the shit start making the horn beat. That's the goddamn ghetto way of finding your car. But you don't know what the fuck it is. I do the shit. I'm like, beep, beep. Oh, I'm over there. Fuck panic. I be using that shit to find my truck or something or my car when I don't know the hell I parked. So I do that all the time. So I'm hitting it and ain't nothing happening. And I know I was parked in a row close to where the doors lined up. So I'm kind of in that section, and I'm like, and I'm walking toward the back, and I'm hitting the shit, waiting for the beep beep. I ain't getting no beep beep. So I'm thinking, what the fuck? I'm thinking maybe the battery's dead in this thing. So I'm kind of hitting it, but I'm trying to now look around for where I probably should have been parked. And I walked 2, 3 of them aisles right around that same area that I would have been parked in. Can't find my truck nowhere. Can't find it nowhere. So reality starts to set in and make me start thinking, wait a minute, did somebody steal my shit? Because people just breaking cars anyway. It could be crowds of people. I done seen people breaking cars in front of restaurants. Don't give a damn this parked in the front. They tried to break in front of the door. That's what a car was. And they tried to break. I've seen it before. So I'm thinking, damn, nobody could have broken my car that fast. I was only in there about 5, 10 minutes. So I'm still walking. I'm not believing this, right? I'm totally not believing this is happening. I'm walking around hitting this panic button, trying to stop bugging. Where the hell's my truck at? I can't find that truck nowhere. Nowhere. So I'm weird. Look, don't judge me. I call my mom. I call my mom when I be dealing with shit. If I'm single, that's probably the first person I call. I call my mom. I'm like, Mom, I'm at Walmart and I think somebody stole my truck. She's like, what? I said, I think somebody stole my truck. I can't find my truck. She said, well, what you mean? I said, I'm looking at where I should be parked and I can't find my damn truck. So she said, well, did you call the police? My dumb ass ain't even thought about this. One, I think because I was just in total denial that my truck is gone. Somebody stole my shit. Because if it was just like the way I bought it, I'm gonna be mad, but I put extra money into that shit. I put a sound system in that bitch. I put, rims on that mug. I put new custom tail lights on. So I done put some money in my shit. I tinted the damn windows all over. So I'm thinking, damn, somebody just got a nice ass goddamn ride on me. So she like, we need to call the police. And I'm like, yeah, I guess I do. And again, I'm still in this bleed. I hang the phone. My ass is not ready to call the police because I don't want to accept this shit. But I cannot find this goddamn truck. This truck is gone. It ain't where it's supposed to be. And I done looked everywhere I could think of. So I think I called somebody else. I don't know what the hell happened, but something was saying, walk around a little bit further, from where you think you parked, just to see, maybe you didn't pay attention to where you parked. So I started walking like that whole section of the parking lot. So from one side of the parking lot, I started walking to the other, just looking around. God damned if I don't see my truck. And I'm thinking, what the fuck? I'm sitting here, people, baffled as hell. I ain't gonna lie. I was in the parking lot crying. When I got from my mom, I was up here crying like a mug. One, somebody stole my shit. Two, how the fuck I'm gonna get home? And I'm up here getting emotional because I was like, all the hard work I put in that goddamn truck, and somebody gonna have a nerve to steal the bitch. So as I'm looking for my truck, I'm crying. So I ain't all cool and shit. Cool went out the window about 10 minutes ago, but I can't find his mother. At this point, I'm starting to get in my feelings about this shit. Walk over to the other goddamn side of the parking lot. Truck sitting right there. My dumbass did not pay attention when I parked and went in Walmart of what freaking entrance I went in. I thought the entrance I came out of, which was closer to the register I was checking out of, was where I came in. No. I came in on the other end, walked the other end of the store, and then checked out down there and came out the other end. So all this chaos and stress was caused by me not paying attention to where the hell I parked. Which, when you got stores with 2 damn openings, that shit is a pain in the ass. It's convenient as long as you're paying attention. But again, I told you earlier on, I was rushing. I didn't need to be there long. There was a whole lot of people. So I'm like, let me get in and get out so I ain't got to be here all damn day. When I tell you, and I'm getting close, I'm like, damn, my truck. So I'm thinking, wait a minute, I can't see the truck from the side. I can't tell if it's my truck. It could just be a black Explorer. I'm starting to hit the button. The fucking lights start flashing. Beep, beep, beep. I was happier than a pimp that had, I don't damn know. I was about to say something. You don't know the happiness that went in my damn mind at that point. I was about to be crying like a bitch out there. I was about to be crying like a whole 12-year-old, 13-year-old girl going through puberty and shit. Cause I was feeling it. I don't know why I have so many problems with vehicles. Not problems, but I have some very interesting stories with vehicles. Now that I think about it, I have a lot of stories that have to deal with some vehicle in a very weird way. I don't know. But when I tell you, I was so happy when I got in that damn truck. I called my mom and said, you ain't gonna believe this. The damn car was parked on the other side of the parking lot in Walmart. She's like, boy, I said, I know. I got to slow down. I'm gonna hurt myself if I don't slow the hell down. I'm just telling you, it's funny like that. I remember one story. Now this one here kind of had me messed up in the head. So back in the day, like any other kid, I used to love toys. And so my mom would go in a lot of stores when I was younger that had stuff she was looking for, but they also had a toy section. We went to Woolworths. Anybody old school remember Woolworths? That's where we were, at Greenbrier Mall. My mom is going in looking for something. I don't remember what it was, but I knew I wasn't going to want to hang out with her. I was like, you going to look for what? Okay. Yeah, I'm going to go because I can go to the toy section while she's looking over there because Woolworth has some good ass toys. I used to get a lot of G.I. Joes from their Transformers, all that good shit. They used to have fish. They had everything. Woolworth was a goddamn small version of Walmart back in the day. But I knew I was going to go to the toy section, and I was just asking my mom, and she would never say no. My mom was cool like that. As long as I kind of stayed where I was and then just wander off, if she knew she could just find me in toys, she didn't mind me going off when I would be out with her. But, you got some goddamn kids, they roam the whole goddamn store like they got a wallet up in there and some car keys on them. So I'm over there in the toy section. I'm trying to, figure out toys and shit, what I want to get when I get some money. And my mom went wherever she went. So I'm about 7. I'm like 7 years old. Somewhere it had to be like 7, 8 years old. I was young. So I'm in the toy section. And mind you, keep in mind, people, I'm a young child. I'm not old and, I'm not a teenager, and I'm a kid. Like, so the thought process is way different. Like, little shit could throw me off. So I'm over here looking at G.I. Joes and having a good ass time. And all of a sudden, now let me preface this. This was like a couple years after the Atlanta child murders. So it took me a while to get comfortable. And see, I actually messed around and watched that goddamn special about this shit one time on TV, and I shouldn't have, because that shit fucked me up in the head. This motherfucker just snatching children and murdering them. And see, my thing is, I can't see no traumatizing shit. Now, I can do better with it now, but then, Don't let me watch no shit about no child kidnappings, no child murders, nothing like that. Because automatically I'm thinking, this motherfucker is coming for me. So I was very attached at the hip to my mom. I fuck it. You want to go over there? Nope. You want to spend the night? Nope. Somebody friends? Nope. I don't know how many times I had my mom come get me from my goddamn friend's house. I was supposed to spend the night. It'd be at like 11:30. Mom, can you come get me? Scared as shit. And these are my friends. I don't know why, but I just was like nervous as fuck. When I wasn't around my mom like that, that shit used to fuck me up a little bit because I felt security. Like I know she wasn't gonna let it happen to me. So if I would be away from her, that shit took a while for me to actually get to a point where I could do stuff like sleepovers and not worry about, being kidnapped and no crazy shit like that. I tell you, it's fucked up shit back then. So this was this was a couple years after Atlanta child murders. So I finally have gotten into that comfort level of being able to not have to be right under my mom if I go somewhere with her. I can go do my thing, she go do her thing, whatever. So I'm over here getting my toy inventory and my school and my toys on. And this dude came over there. He's older than me. Looking at it from what I remember his age, he's probably like somewhere between 12 and 14. So I'm not paying him no attention because I'm all in toys. He don't look weird or nothing like that. He just look like he looking for some shit too. So I'm just sitting there all in my damn splendor, looking at toys and shit. And he said, hey little buddy, you want to see something? And I'm thinking, I'm naive as well. Like I'm thinking, I'm already on guard as a child. I was very guarded as a child. I'm like, hey, what does mother want? I don't know what he's gonna show me. So he's not coming close to me. He's probably about a good 6 feet. Where he was standing, he never moved from the spot. So he's like, hey, you want to see a trick? Or he said, you want to see something? I don't know what the fuck he said. It was a long time ago. I can't remember. But he proceeds to do this trick that fucked me up in the head. And you got to realize at the time, the trick is freakishly crazy to me. But I do that trick nowadays, and kids be like, man, that shit ain't scary. Let me show you and tell you, kind of walk you through what he did. This fool takes his hand like this. Look at my hand. Does this, puts his hand over his thumb like this right here. And then he slides the thumb tip of the other finger off, like he took his thumb to it. So he watched this. So that's how it's done. Look, this is how he did. And let me show you something. Let me do it again. Look at this. Pulls his thumb off. So it looks like his tip right here is detached from his thumb. People, when I tell you, I went screaming through that goddamn store to my mom. I don't know how I got to her so fast. I don't even know what aisle she was on. I found her ass like GPS. I went, Mom, I'm scared. He took his finger off. People looking at me like I'm fucking crazy. People like, what the fuck is wrong with that boy? And my mom was like, bro, what are you talking about? I said, Mom, he took his finger off. He took his finger off. And my mom was like, what are you talking about? I said, I was looking at toys, and this kid, he took the tip of his finger off. And my mom's gonna be like, he did what? Because you gotta realize when you say some shit that your parents just cannot fathom, they can't get over that you traumatized. Black parents are like, wait a minute, what? They think something wrong with your ass. They want to get you tested and shit. See, white parents might be a little different. They're like, oh my God, he took his finger off. Black parents are like, what you mean he took his damn finger off? What? Why are you so damn emotional? They can't process what they didn't see. They just know it's not feasible for somebody to actually take their finger apart. And again, I'm 7. I can't process this shit. I'm not an adult. But when I got old, I did that shit for some kids. Them motherfuckers ain't even blink. They're like, so it was Halloween. I did the trick-or-treat thing. I said, oh, trick-or-treat? I did that junk. Shh. Kids like, yeah. You got some candy? That shit killed me when I was a kid. But again, I'm telling you, that shit, when I was a kid, that little trick fucked me up. It may not have fucked y'all up. I was screaming like a little girl running through the goddamn store trying to find my mom. Because I thought this motherfucker was I thought this was Wayne Williams 2 finna get my ass. So, I don't know. Like I said, I've had some very, very interesting experiences with stuff. I don't know what to tell you. Y'all might not thought that shit was scary, but that don't scare the shit out of me. I was back to my mama goddamn hip at that point for a little while. I'm like, you want to go over there? Nope. I will sit right here and watch you buy purses for the next 3 hours. I ain't going no more. We can go look at toys and shit when you get done. I'm not going there by myself. I don't care where the fuck we went. You could probably be looking at the toy section with my mom standing. You going there? Nope. You going with me, buddy? We are a team right now. I am not taking my ass over that motherfucker. So, but again, this has been stories and stuff. I'll have more stories. I got some crazy ones, people. I got some shit. And some of it ain't stuff I went through. It's stuff that I was either a part of or I actually witnessed happen. Or I've been called to be told a story. I'm like, what? That shit ain't happening. And the shit be happening. Trust me. There's some people out there who got some issues and some stuff that happened to them. I'm like, damn. I ain't gonna use names and stuff now. I ain't gonna put my people out there. But if the shit was funny and interesting, I got to tell a story. I'm gonna do like them TV show where they say the names and the characters shit been changed to protect their identity. I'm gonna do shit like that. But some of these stories I know I'm gonna be like, what? Really? Damn. So again, this has been another episode of From the Mind of Bo. Appreciate the love. Appreciate you following and watching. Again, please continue to check out my YouTube podcast, From the Mind of Bo. If you want to listen to audio, I have a lot more audio. I just started the YouTube about 2 weeks ago, so I'm building my videos up on here, but I have a ton of audio on my Anchor platform. Anchor is the app I use to record the audio. That feeds into Spotify, Google Podcasts, Apple Podcasts, which you find on iTunes. The same name, From the Mind of Bo. Follow my Instagram page, From the Mind of Bo. Please message me. Email is fromthemindofbo@gmail.com. I love to hear from you. You know, I do polls sometimes, like what is a funny subject to you? What's something we can talk about? What's something I can talk about for you? Or if you want to join the podcast, you want to. I'm not opposed to having guests on here. I have guests on here, so you know maybe we can get some guests on here to talk to you about some stuff. But again, From the Mind of Bo, I appreciate it again. Thank you so much, and I'll get back with you soon.